Good morning, students. In this lecture 11th of mechanics, today we'll discuss about precession and gyroscope. So first we'll discuss about precession, but before discussing precession, I will just give you the definition of gyroscope. What is gyroscope? Actually, gyroscope is any symmetrical body which is rotating about any axis such that its axis can freely change its direction. So that is known as gyroscope. So gyroscope is any rigid body, any symmetrical rigid body which is rotating about an axis and its axis is free to change its direction. So that is known as gyroscope. And then after studying this precession, rate of precession and time period of precession, we'll discuss gyroscope in detail, that how does it look like. So what is precession? So when a rotating body, it is a torque is applied on the rotating body. How? Suppose you have any body which is rotating about this axis. Suppose you have any rigid body which is rotating about this axis. It means that body will rotate in this way. Now, if you apply torque on the axis of rotation in this way, so now you are applying torque in this direction, means you are applying torque in the perpendicular direction to the axis of rotation. So that is why it's written here that when a torque is applied on the rotating body and the torque which we are applying, it is in the direction perpendicular to the axis of rotation of the body. So here you can see that if the rigid body, it is rotating about this axis, then to change the direction of this axis of rotation of the body, you will apply torque in a direction perpendicular to the axis of rotation. So then with this, what will happen? This axis of rotation, it will change its direction. It means this axis of rotation, it will also start rotations. It will also start rotating because of that applied torque. And this continuous change in the direction of the axis of rotation, it is known as precessional or precession of axis of rotation. So what is precession? It is that when any rigid body, it is rotating about any axis, and to change the direction of that axis of rotation, you apply torque over that axis in a direction perpendicular to that axis. And then the direction of that axis of rotation changes, and if you keep on applying this torque, then this axis of rotation, it will keep on changing its direction. It means it will start rotation. So in this case, the axis of rotation also rotates, and this is known as, this rotation of axis of rotation, this is known as precession. So this rotation of axis of rotation, it is called precession. So here only the direction of axis of rotation is changing, but the rate of rotation, the number of rotations per second or the number of rotations per minute of the body, it remains constant. There is no effect on the rate of the rotation of the body because of the torque. So this torque, it only changes the direction of axis of rotation, and it has no effect over the rate of rotation of the body. So it will remain constant. Now what is the rate of precession? That how many times in 1 second the direction of axis of rotation will change. That is known as rate. rate of change of direction of axis of rotation, that is known as rate of precession, and it is denoted by small r. So to understand and to derive this rate of precession r, here we are considering the example of a circular disc. This is a circular disc, and this circular disc, it is rotating about this axis with uniform angular velocity omega in this direction. So this circular disc, it is rotating about this geometric axis in this manner. And why I have shown this axis here? It is because when you will apply torque in a direction perpendicular to this geometric axis, then what will happen? This geometric axis, it will start rotating in this way about this axis, which is known as precession. So here we have considered a disc which is rotating with uniform angular velocity omega in anti-clockwise direction about its geometric axis. So this is the plane of the disc. So here we have shown this plane of the disc by these 2 points A dash. So what is this A dash? A dash is the plane of the disc or position of the disc at time t. But as this geometric axis, it is also rotating, means its direction will change, and if its direction will change, then the orientation of this circular disc will also change, or you can say that plane of this disc will also change with the precessional motion of axis of rotation. So at time t, plane of the disc, it was like this, means disc was like this, and after some time, because of the precessional motion or change in the direction of axis of rotation, the disc, it has moved like this. From A to A dash at time t, the plane of disc is moved to B dash. So at time t plus dt, the plane of the disc is represented by B dash. And one more thing which we know about angular momentum vector. We know that the direction of angular momentum vector, it is in the direction of axis of rotation, or you can say that perpendicular to the plane of the disc. So this OP vector, it is representing the direction of angular momentum vector. But this OP, it will represent the direction of angular momentum vector when the plane of the disc is A dash at time t. But when, because of the precessional motion of axis of rotation or geometric axis of the circular disc, the plane of the disc has moved from A to A dash to B dash at time t plus dt. So with this, the direction of angular momentum vector will also change because the direction of axis has changed. So now corresponding to the disc, plane of the disc BB dash, the direction of angular momentum vector will be OP dash. And suppose d omega is the angle covered by angular momentum vector or covered by the axis of rotation in time dt. So in time dt, the axis of rotation has moved from P to P dash, and this precessional motion, it will continuously, it will stay in this precessional motion all the time if there is torque applied in a direction perpendicular to this axis of rotation. So this R is the rate of precession. Rate of precession means it will tell us the rate of change of direction of axis of rotation. Means बच्चे जो small r है ये सानू ये दस रहा कि जिहड़ा axis of rotation है ਉਹਦੀ डायरेक्शन किस रेट ते चेंज हो रही है। ਹੁਣ अगर एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन की डायरेक्शन चेंज होएगी तो ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ जो सर्कुलर डिस्क है ਉਹਦੀ प्लेन भी तो चेंज होएगी, बिकॉज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ डिस्क, प्लेन ऑफ डिस्क, the disk it lies perpendicular to the axis of rotation. so अगर axis of rotation की डायरेक्शन r रेट ते चेंज होएगी तो ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ जो डिस्क है जिहड़ी कि हमेशा एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन दे की है परपेंडिकुलर है, तो ਉਹਦੀ प्लेन भी तो चेंज होएगी। इट मीनस जो ये आर है, एक तो यह रेट ऑफ प्रीसैशन दस रहा कि एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन का, तो क्योंकि एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन के नाल डिस्क की प्लेन भी चेंज होएगी। इट मीनस ये डिस्क दा डिस्क की जी प्लेन है वो किस रेट ते चेंज हो रही है, वो भी कौन दस रहा, आर, विच इज़ द रेट ऑफ प्रीसैशन। सो हुण असीं ये रेट ऑफ प्रीसैशन जो है उन्होंने कैलकुलेट करांगे। एंड वन मोर थिंग, initially we have considered that this disk it is rotating with uniform angular velocity omega, and here the angular momentum vector, its direction is changing but its magnitude remains constant, means the magnitude of OP vector and magnitude of OP dash vector it is equal. So only the direction of angular momentum vector is changing under the effect of the torque, because tau it is equal to dl by dt, it only changes the direction, not its magnitude. So the direction of L it will be along the axis of rotation of the circular disk. And what is the axis of rotation of the circular disk? It is the geometric axis. So at time t, this angular momentum vector is represented by OP vector in figure number 2. And at time t plus dt, this L vector, angular momentum vector, it is represented by OP dash, and in such a way that its magnitude remains same at all the times, only its direction is changing. So from figure 2, what will be the change in the value of L vector? Initially its direction was OP. In time dt, it has changed to OP dash. It means what is the change? It is PP dash. So PP dash is the change, and this is the arc of this angle. If this is angle, suppose this is radius, then this will act as arc, and we know that angle is equal to arc upon radius. So here angle, suppose this angle is d omega. In figure 2, suppose this angle is d omega. Arc is PP dash, and what is radius? It is OP, magnitude of OP or magnitude of OP dash. So that is why we have this PP dash, it is equal to d omega into OP. Move this OP to this side. So now you have PP dash is equal to d omega into OP. Now what is the value of OP? OP is the magnitude of angular momentum vector, and angular momentum vector it is equal to I into omega. So what will be its magnitude? It will be the magnitude of I and omega. So OP it is equal to I omega, and what is this d omega? It is actually this rate of precession, it is actually d omega by dt, means it is the angle, rate of change of angle with time, and this represents the rate of change of plane of disk with time. So actually this omega will change as the disk, it will move from this point to this point, this point, this point, and so on. So the direction of angular momentum vector, now it has changed from OP to OP dash. After some time it will change to OP double dash, OP triple dash. So here this omega is changing. So rate of precession is rate of what is rate of precession? It is the rate of change of direction of axis of rotation. Also it is the rate of change of plane of disk, and also it is the rate of change of direction of angular momentum. and that change in the direction of angular momentum, we have represented that by angle d omega. In time dt, there is d omega change in the direction of angular momentum vector. So if r is equal to d omega by dt, then what will be d omega? It will be r dt. So that is why I have written down r dt here, and this OP, it is equal to I omega. So now we have applied torque, because the direction of axis of rotation changes only when we apply torque in a direction perpendicular to that axis. And we know that torque is rate of change of angular momentum with time. And the magnitude of angular momentum remains constant. So only this change in angular momentum, it will be because of this PP dash. And what is PP dash? We have calculated in the previous equation. It is equal to r dt into I omega. So dt and dt will be cancelled out. So we have applied torque in a direction perpendicular to the axis of rotation. It is equal to r into I omega. So what will be the rate of precession? It is tau upon I omega. So rate of precession, it is directly proportional to the torque applied on the axis in a direction perpendicular to the axis of rotation, and inversely proportional to the angular momentum of the disk. So in this way, we have calculated the rate of precession of a circular disk, or you can say that its axis of rotation. And now, what will be the time period of this precession? Here you can see that because of the applied torque, this geometric axis, it will cover a whole circular path. It means during this circular motion or precessional motion about this axis, this geometric axis, it will cover angle 2 pi. Or you can say that when this axis of rotation, it will move from this point again and comes back again to this point, then what will be the total change in the direction of angular momentum vector? Angular momentum vector is in the direction of geometric axis. So as the geometric axis will change, the direction of angular momentum will change, and its angle with initial direction, it will also change. So when it will cover a circle, then the angle covered will be 2 pi. So d omega will be 2 pi after one complete rotation. So what will be the time period of this precessional motion or time period of precession? This is t, time period of precession. It means dt has changed to t, and d omega in one complete rotation, it will be 2 pi. So what will be the rate of precession then? It will be d omega is 2 pi now after one complete rotation, and dt is capital T, that is time period. Time required to complete one rotation or one revolution about that axis. So this r, it is equal to 2 pi by t. So what will be t? It is 2 pi by r. So now put the value of r, that is rate of precession, which is tau upon I omega. So this is the required expression of time period of precession. So now I am showing here with an example of circular disc. Here you have, this is circular disc which is rotating about an axis y dash, which is rotating about this y axis. So that is why I have written down this y axis as the rotation axis. And this circular disc, it is rotating in this way about y axis. That is why I have written down this direction of this angular velocity vector in this way, because the direction of rotation is anti-clockwise. So you can say that from z-axis to x-axis, it will move in this direction. From z-axis to x-axis, it defines the rotation. And then to change the direction of this axis of rotation, what you will do? You will apply torque. In which direction? In a direction perpendicular to this axis of rotation, and means in this way. You will apply torque in this way, and because of that torque, the direction of this axis, it will change from this to this. it means this y dash, it will change to x dash. Or you can say that because of the torque applied in a direction perpendicular to this rotation axis in this way, means from x to y. You are applying torque from x to y. In this way, in a direction perpendicular. So what will be the torque axis? Torque will be symmetrical about this. So this z axis is known as torque axis. And because of this torque, if you will apply torque on this y dash axis, means you are applying force. So this y dash, it will rotate under that torque. From this position, it will attain some position here, then here, then here, then here. And if you will keep on applying torque, then at one stage, this y dash, it will change to z dash because of the precessional motion. So under that torque, which we are applying from x to y, it will perform precession from y to z. So this is all about precessional motion. Then comes gyroscope. Very short answer type questions de vich bache bahut important hai. So this is the gyroscope. This disc, this circular disc where they have written down G, this is gyroscope. And what is this gyroscope? It is actually, this is the axis of gyroscope. And this circle, this circular portion, and it is movable. This circular portion, it will rotate, and similarly this circular portion where they have written down R1, it will also rotate. And if this circular portion will rotate, because the axis of rotation of the gyroscope of the disc, it is attached to this portion R1, it means because of the rotation of this R1, this axis of rotation of gyroscope, it will also rotate. Means it will be under the precessional motion. And ये जो गायरोस्कोप है बच्चे, इदी जो शेप है, आ जो R1 वाला पोर्शन है, R2 वाला पोर्शन है, इत्थे जो स्क्रूज वगैरह लगे होंगे इस टाइप ना लगे होंगे कि फ्रीली मूव कर सके. कि जिहड़ी हुण इहदी R2 वाला पोर्शन है, ये R2 वाला पोर्शन बेशक R3 दे नाल अटैच है, बट ये इदां फ्रीली रोटेट कर सकदा जो R2 वाला पोर्शन है. सिमिलरली जो R1 वाला पोर्शन है, ये भी इदां फ्रीली रोटेट कर सकदा. ते R1 वाले पोर्शन दे नाल की है, अटैच है एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन. सो इसलिए एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन है जिहड़ा गायरोस्कोप दा, ये भी की करेगा, फ्रीली चेंज होएगा ते बहुत ही हाई स्पीड ते चेंज होएगा. सो व्हाट इज गायरोस्कोप? Gyroscope is a heavy circular disc G which rotates freely at a very high speed about an axis, and this axis, it passes through its center of mass and it is perpendicular to the plane of the disc. And what are the two main features of gyroscope? One we have just studied, that when we apply torque in a direction perpendicular to this axis of rotation, then this axis of rotation, it will start precession. It will start changing its direction. And this rate of precession, it is R, it is equal to I by omega. It is tau upon I omega. In this book, they have denoted this rate of precession as capital omega. But we will use it as small r, which is the rate of precession. And then second main feature of this gyroscope is that when this circular disc G, it rotates at a very, very high speed, then any rotation of the framework, it leaves the position and direction of the disc unaffected with respect to it. मीनस बच्चे, अगर ये जिहड़ी सर्कुलर डिस्क है, ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा हाई स्पीड ते रोटेट करेगी तो सानू पता ही नहीं लगेगा कि ये रोटेट कर रही है. सो दीज आर द टू मेन फीचर्स ऑफ गायरोस्कोप. and this is all about this first chapter, that is rigid body dynamics.